I'm not doing anything until I have to go down there. So this other guy comes up and he's like, "Here, if you want my pants, you can use them." He had like these rubber, like yellow pants, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm like 11 inches taller than you." And he was like, "Well, it's better than nothing." So I put these things on, and they're tight as shit. So I go down into the hole, and as soon as I go down to start to scrape the pipe off, they just split all the way down the back. They just ripped right off of me. I mean, I had my regular pants on underneath, so it wasn't like my ass was hanging out or anything. But it was just funny. Like the first time I bent, they just tore in half.
If anybody still needs an invite, go ahead and X up for me. We're going to hold in the guild hall here for just a moment. We will get moving here shortly.
I mean, you don't have to do it on my account. I'm done. You can continue with the raid. I'll have it online for you like next week.
I've enjoyed the shit talk.
I'll do this every week. Just before raid, we'll gather around the pool, and I'll tell you great stories, spin some yarns.
And I thought my job was bad.
You probably deal with the same kind of stuff. Well, not the same kind of stuff I do, but I mean yours is pretty bad from a infectious disease standpoint. So thankfully, I've never gotten sick. But as long as you're careful.
Putting groups together, and if you see anything that's amiss, just let me know, please. Looking pretty good. We're just a few minutes before we maybe start moving. I want to try a couple of things tonight. I want to try to get as much loot as possible, but also focus on some gyro cores. It's going to be a little bit dependent on a couple of things.
Anybody else get snow today?
I think Chicago did, but I'm actually not there today.
Wasn't really much to accumulate, but I woke up around 2 o'clock and I looked down and it just looked like it was flurrying.
Yeah, I was talking to Flash earlier. He said he was getting snow up in St. Paul.
Zenthal, just out of curiosity, you can spawn Bimbo, right? You can get the instance?
Yep.
But you can't get Scorn, is that right?
No, I can do Scorn.
You can do Scorn, okay.
Yeah, I just have to buy this rose to do it, but as soon as you get to that point, you can request it over and over.
I'm going to move us here in just a moment, but make sure you're paying attention to where we're going because we may actually do something a little bit different tonight. Details TBA.
If it's Death Knell Vertigo, I fully support it.
I'm going to have everyone, if I could have our druids load their Loping Plains punt, but once you're punted to Loping Plains, if you could stay at the zone end, at the punt end. You can start punts now. We'll gather at the Druid Port-in.
Thanks, Boy Tour.
Anytime, little bud.
Once you get ported into a Loping Plains, if you could just hold right there at the port-in, we'll do buffs closer to the top of the hour. We're just getting people moving since it does take a little bit of time to punt everyone. If someone could set the banner there, that'd be great, if anyone's there. An officer.
I'll be there in a second.
Banners down.
And portal is set. All right, it's good to see everyone. Again, we have about 5 or 10 minutes before we get started. Technically, we're just going to move everybody to Loping Plains. That way we can get a little jump start on our movement. Got several things on the schedule for tonight. Definitely would like to do Bloodmoon 3. This drops a gyro core. Definitely would like to do Bimbalicus, which also drops gyro cores. Have a couple of additional events along the way. One may be a new event that we've never tried before. If you still need an invite, just go ahead and X up for me, please. Zinthal, I'm going to make you leader of the raid for just a moment.
Perfect.
If you have single target buffs or something specific that you want to go ahead and buff, you may do so now. We'll do full buffs in about 5 minutes.
I'm in Loping Plains outside of the orc place.
We're at the Druid Circle, which is up to the north.
Ah, okay, on my way.
Again, we'll do buffs here in just a moment. All right, we're going to start with something a little bit different. We have not done the Wirlem fight, so we're going to attempt that first. It's not too far from where we are at the moment, which is why we're holding here. Then we'll move on to Bloodmoon 3. Then we'll end with Hills of Shade stuff. So something old, something new, something borrowed.
No Cranel.
Cranuses are blue. Let's go ahead and get buffs going, please. If you're doing MGBs, call them out. Otherwise, get those buffs out. Looks like we're missing a few people tonight. I don't see Kazuma. Lynx is the only enchanter, so if you could be patient, excuse me, Xavius is the only enchanter because Lynx is not here. If you could be patient with Xavius as he gets all the buffs out. Zinthal, could you move Flashpoint to Group 8, please? And could you swap Refried and Seep? Okay, folks, again, we're going to start with something new. If someone needs a moment for finishing up buffs, please let me know now.
What's the name of the boss? What's the name of the target again?
Wirlem. I put it in raid say.
If I can have everybody move due south to Kit, please. Due south to Kit. With a little slight jog to the southwest. Just going to hold right here, please. Don't go too far. Some of you are going down the hill. Just stay right here, please. If you want to raid mark me, please, Zinthal.
Yeah, I already gotcha. Do you have a volunteer for main assist?
You can give it to me.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this fight is Wirlem. He is going to be down here. Oh, somebody's getting attacked by a bear. Kill it.
It's attacking train. Do we need to?
All right, if I could have everyone come down the hill to the southeast, please. Just bringing you down here to see the lay of the land. Please move down to Kit.
Was that your name in high school?
Mm-hmm. All right, you can move up to the banner. It is now down. Okay, so Wirlem sits on that stage. We will have ads during the fight. The most important thing about this fight is the ads. More importantly, knowing how to handle the ads. There will be 3 types of ads. Only one of the types of ads will fight back, so it may not even show up on your extended target window. Casters and some ranged folks. You are going to be on Remorse, Hymn of Remorse. Stand by, please. The most important thing during this fight is to make sure that you get the ads down as quickly as possible. The ads will spawn based on time. We will need a rampage tank as Wirlem does rampage.
We'll have Rally pick it up.
The other 2, Hymn of Sorrow and Misery, will be taken care of by the melees.
Any preference? Or you just take them both?
Stand by.
I'd say if you had to choose between 2, kill Misery first.
Right on.
By the way, that's Hymn of Sorrows and Hymn of Misery. So when we engage, clerics, healers, etc., you're going to go behind Wirlem after we set Rampage and get the tanks to engage. We're going to set up on the back of the stage. Casters, you'll set up on this side of the stage, basically on the right stage left. That would be the east side of the stage. Melees, I believe your mobs are going to come from the far west side. There is a wild rampage, so make sure you're not underneath Wirlem at any point. Remorse and Misery, Remorse and Sorrow will not melee back, so they're just going to make their way. They're going to march to Wirlem. We need to kill them before they get to Wirlem. Misery is the only one that will fight back, so we will need off tanks to pick up Misery so that they're not meleeing the melees.
Do you want me to just tank him there, or do you want me to move him?
He may be rooted.
I'm reading tethered, not rooted. If he leaves the stage, he'll tether.
Then I'd say leave him right in the center because you'll have ads coming from either side and give him the equidistant. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that the banner is Wirlem. So, east side of the stage, that's casters. You're going to come over here where Kit is. Tyrion and the tanks, you're going to be at Wirlem in the center there. Melees, you're going to be on the west side and a little bit north as well. Don't get too close to Wirlem. Make sure we don't aggro him. Healers, you're actually going to be behind Wirlem, which is to the south where Kit is. You're going to be in the back of the stage. Just giving everyone a little heads up of where we're standing. From where the banner is, we're pretending the banner is Wirlem. Casters are east. Melees are west-northwest. Healers are to the south. And we'll set this up at Wirlem. From what I understand, this is a long fight. The ads are the most important thing. Just try to get them down before they get to Wirlem. When you are done with what you are doing, whether that be ads or whatever, you can go back to Wirlem, mainly for the casters and ranged. Melees, you're probably not going to be able to do very much melee because he does Wild Rampage. If you can, just do it easily and test it a little bit first. Any questions? Again, this is new, so I'm not sure if I'm able to answer it, but I'll try. I believe all ads and Wirlem are undead. Just a reminder, mobs may not show up on extended target, so you may not be able to use extended target to target them. Xavius, if you could have your mana recursion aura, that'd be very helpful here for the casters. Okay, we will set Rampage, and then we'll send Tyrion in. Make sure when we aggro him, we don't pull him off the stage to warp him. I'm going to replant the banner here, just so it's close enough that we don't aggro him, but not too far away that we don't get the buff. Okay, anyone not ready? Okay, tanks, let's get you ready. We need our Rampage tank ready to go. Again, I'm not 100% sure on Rampage, but... Alright, whenever you're ready, Raleigh and Tyrion.
Reach here.
Let's do it. To your proper positions, please. Ads may not start until 2 minutes in. Get them debuffed and use your DPS on Wirlem until ads start. Just need a slow on him. Perfect, thank you. This may be faster than I thought.
If you kill him before the
If it
ads
doesn't last 2
spawn,
minutes,
yeah.
'cause
Do
we
we
can
just
burn his
win?
ass right now.
Let's hope so.
Burn away.
Might as well get as much down as possible.
It says just burn hard for 2 minutes.
We do excel in DPS, so that's good.
We're a minute in now.
Burn harder.
Oh, I got it.
Thanks.
Remorse is here. Casters.
Sorrow also.
Keep burning them down. Maybe we can just burn them. If we can kill them before the ads get there, we win. Well, there you go. That's a fun, easy way to do it. 4 free loot pieces. Let's see. Zing, would you like to do loot?
Sure.
Zenthal, you'll have to assign Zing as the looter.
Yep, tossing over now.
Okay, Zingor is going to handle loot. Recheck your buffs. Make sure you have everything you need. That was a lot easier than I was expecting it to be. Good job, guys. It's nice to get some quick loot. While we're doing loot here, just a couple of announcements. A week from today is our first Crystallos raid. We have one more full clear of MMM before we can do that. In the event, for some reason, that we can't do Wednesday, because Wednesday is a patch day from what I understand, or something happens, we will just move. We will just slide everything. Raleigh has offered to do some Crystallos flagging and helping and progression assistance Saturday. If there's not enough on Saturday, I believe he said Sunday. But if you can come to that, please help out. I'll try to be there. Also, we are in the process of wrapping up or completing our possible, more than likely, change to the way we do DKP. Gratsanura. We are moving to a time-based system as opposed to a mob-based system. Still working out some of the details, but chat with your officer or myself if you have questions. Essentially, the way we want to do it is every half hour there would be a dump as opposed to every mob that we kill. It kind of standardizes everything. It means you should earn just about the same amount each night. It will also help with making attendance a little more uniform. It's possible kits crashed. We'll see.
I assume we're good to start heading towards Bloodmoon instance, correct?
Yes, I'm actually going to get the instance real quick. If you want to begin moving to Bloodmoon live, you may zone in. Flying Foxy, I believe you have a shared task that you'll need to drop before I can get a task. Okay, everybody can zone into Bloodmoon. I'm glad that was nice and quick and easy.
Was that your nickname in college, Kit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good to know we could just burn it down in 2 minutes.
Well, and it depending on how much DPS we have, it's we could probably do it on an off night too.
Is that spawned or is that always just a normal spawn?
It's open world, yeah. I do have a volunteer to pull, train perhaps.
Way ahead of you.
Perfect, thank you.
These are group mobs. I'm gonna pull a bunch.
Wait till most of the raid zones in, please.
Yeah, no. Just when I'm actually pulling.
All right, we're going to start clearing to the northwest to get to the instance entrance.
There's a conga line of mobs coming, Zenthal, be ready. Yeah, beams would probably work really well here also. I just saw one go off. Being that they're group mobs.
Volkert needs an invite if you missed him.
Yep, you'll have to task at him.
Yeah, I got him. By the way, officers, I would like to chat after the raid tonight. While we're doing some pre-clears, I know we have one more clear of MMM before we are ready to raid Crystallos. If you still need a piece, if you still need a raid piece from Meldrath, could you send Kit a tell? Mains only. I'm not concerned with boxes at the moment. Again, if you still need exploring tasks or golems or any of that fun stuff for Crystallis, we're going to be doing that Saturday, potentially Sunday, Monday maybe. My goal and the officer's goals this next week is to get everyone flagged for Crystallis.
You want us to move up, Train?
Yeah, you can move to the next box room. Babe Musenthal. To the next box room too.
That's a lot.
Yeah, less than what I pulled before.
I'm not sure if Nefariel has
No, I think.
privileges or not. Could someone check, please?
I thought you were going to say. I think she's taking it seriously.
He was in the Discord with us last night.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just making sure.
Clear to the NPC and the door.
Don't forget to talk to the NPC.
That's Bloodmoon 2.
Ah, that's boring.
All right, everybody come to the northwest part of this room, please. And we may go ahead and click in. Go ahead and zone in, please. By the way, Nefero, you're welcome to join us tonight. You don't have to just listen in. You're welcome to come on and raid with us.
We are but a banner away.
Oh, by the way, the banner needs to be reset.
We're not
It's
in
back up.
Crystallis.
Yeah, tonight we're actually not doing anything that's that requires any flagging. By the way, I do believe that to piggy into Crystallos, you do need Crystallos group flag, which we will work on over the next week for anybody that still needs it.
You don't need any of the MMM stuff for that?
Technically, no. You just need the group Crystallo stuff. Lots of orcs incoming. Pick them up. Nefarial, either one. I'll never turn down a cleric, but however you want to do your main. And if you want your main to be a cleric, we'd love you forever.
Oh, he's heard that before, kid.
No pressure, of course.
Pretty sure we were offering him our undying love last night.
Well, I will say this: the box clerics have been doing a great job. Those that have been bringing the clerics along, it's been very helpful. I've noticed the raids have been a little bit smoother, but nothing takes the place of a main cleric. Or a main healer, for that matter.
Can move to the southwest.
All right, we're moving up. Nefarial, if you'd like, you can take the banner to get to us, although if you're staying on Earth Dawn, I can just invite you. Just let us know who you're going to play on. Zenthal, if you want to invite Earth.
Already in here.
Perfect.
There will be 4 mobs coming from the south. Be ready.
Nefarial, you can actually take the guild banner to get to us. It should be set from the guild portal. I don't know if it's AAs or gear or both, but I have noticed the tanks are a lot beefier than when we first started these zones. I don't know if the tanks can give an insight as to what it is.
Pretty much everything you just said. The HP base cap on gear went up by a lot. The AAs increased combat stability and agility, so a lot more AC in your tanks. They've also been lifting.
I'm sure we'll see the same thing when SOD launches as well. We'll be shit the first, half of the expansion, and then we'll actually be able to clear stuff as it goes on. By the way, we have 4 more weeks of this expansion, so we are at the 2/3 mark this week. I actually feel we're in good shape. We start Crystallos next week. We probably won't do a full clear, obviously, the first night.
No elevators in that zone, though.
Yes, it's a much easier zone.
Can move north after that.
It's got them portal pads in it, though. I could take us down.
All right, we're moving up to the north, please. Is that like a P-pad?
Kind of. That's what I do with them.
The DPS seems to have gone through the roof in the last, I'd say, 4 weeks as well. I'm not sure what that is.
Probably about the time I got back. I think that's what it was. It's been 4 weeks.
Yeah, the bards definitely help as well. Some of the tricks that the druids and shamans got in this expansion have helped them become much better group healers as well. I know I worked with Baitor and Dora to make sure we understood how to use our AAs and group heal spells.
Can a mage send me a tell with what the spell is called for the mod rod, por favor? So I can block it.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of that thing, too.
Can you block it?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, well, then I'm not telling you.
What does it seep?
You just lost 50 DKP.
Minus.
You lost minus 50 DKP.
And you gained a lifetime of rods. I thought it was like the food, you couldn't block it.
You
You
also
can block
block
the food too.
Yeah, you can block everything. As long as you know the spell name, you can block it.
Yeah, nice.
I would assume you have to block rank 1, 2, and 3, though, correct?
I would think so, because they probably all have different spell IDs.
I'd rather just destroy the damn rod. I ain't doing this.
No,
It just sucks when I'm pulling it and I have it on my cursor at a door and I can't click the door because I don't see the stupid little rod.
you
that's
don't
on
At
the
least
button.
this-
individual ranks.
At least this one isn't the hard to see one anymore.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
last one was invisible almost.
Yeah.
Did you know those stack?
Yes.
I'm just telling Train because he thinks he's never going to see one again.
I
I
usually
imagine
just throw
he's
it in my
had those
bag.
blocked.
I've had all the original ones blocked.
With this DPS, we should be able to plow through this raid, but when we get to the setup room, I will do a quick little explainer.
I heard tank and spank. Let's do this.
You can move to the west. I got mobs waiting. Actually, one of them is coming to you guys, but
To the west we go.
bring him to the west. There's also a couple assassins that are invisible aggro. In this, actually, they did already. Mobs coming from the south. I feel like I'm fighting Crushbone Throne Room right now.
We'll need a tank for Ralcor. We'll also need additional tanks to pick up the side mobs. We'll just need a quick little med break before we do the full engage while I'm explaining. Raleigh, can you tell me again the time on your get-together tomorrow for Crystallis?
You can move south and then west, sorry.
There's 7 to 8 tomorrow night, and if not then noon on Sunday.
Is that Eastern time?
Yeah, Eastern.
In the event that we don't necessarily need to do Crystallis stuff on Monday, I'll definitely put some loot fights together. Bloodmoons or something that we can all do that gets some good loot. 1,000,000 octas.
Yeah, if we have enough for Octa too, I'd like to do that tomorrow or Sunday.
How about raid?
I don't think it's active on this server, is it?
It doesn't go active until SOD, so we missed it by 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Son of a bitch.
Those are fun though, and the nice thing is you do get a reward depending on how far you go. So even if you just complete the first part, you still get a reward, and everybody gets it. It'll be nice when we can start to do those types of things that they added to the game.
We're clear to the boss room after these.
Okay, we're just going to hold here for a moment. I'm actually going to move us just down to the boss room. Keep moving until you see Kit. When you go inside the boss room, do not move past Kit, please. All right, we're going to hold right here. Okay, so we'll have Maladwin, Amarth, or Tyrion on Ralcor. He'll need heals the whole time. He is going to hit the hardest of them all. There will be various crystals to stand in. If you are a healer, typically it's the far right one. You'll get a little aura in your song window, and it'll tell you which one. Some of them are ice-based, some of them will boost your fire-based damage, etc., etc. But the most important one is the healer one to the far right. While we are fighting Ralcor, at certain percentages we'll get various mobs to spawn. At 100%, you'll kill Vestin. Pretty quick and simple DPS switch. At 90%, you'll need to balance down Galrin and Wilnock. Make sure they stay balanced, or we have to start over. At 75%, we'll kill Malkazor, then Bavrik. Make sure we keep those split from each other. And I'll call those out as the fight goes on. With this DPS, it should go pretty fast. The only issue is going to be making sure we balance Galrin and Wilnock. I want us to keep the raid real tight when we start because there's going to be channelers that are going to spawn all around the room, and we're going to need to pick those up. So tanks, be ready to pick those up. Check your buffs. Please do any last-minute buffing. Make sure you do not pass Kit when we move. We're going to move up in stages here. So move up to Kit first, over to the west. Because I want us to stay nice and tight so we don't have any stragglers that get picked off by the channelers. Remember, we got to pick up the channelers first. Move up one more. Need everybody to me. Tight, please. Make sure you don't aggro Krazak. Need everybody over here to me, please. I need Sayo over here. All right, when we move up one more, that's when Krazak will become active, and then we can all move to our respective crystals. Just remember, make sure to start, we pick up the channelers. Tanks, be ready to pick up all the channelers. Try not to spread out across the room, because we only want to aggro them as we move along. All right, we're going to move up one more crystal pad.
I can call Sayo, just get him with the group.
You do that.
Tank, be ready to pick up Ralcor. Casters, we can move to our healers. We can move to our heal portal here. Be ready to pick up channelers. Channelers are up. Grab them, kill them. Tanks, pick up all the ads. Make sure we're getting all the ads down before we're pulling more from across the room. You'll need show spell on for this. For spell effects, there are going to be things that go around the room. Heals to Malawin. Kill Veston first, please. Veston needs to die first. Kill the ads first, please. Kill the ads first. At 90%, we will balance Galrin and Wilnock. Make sure they stay balanced. Don't let them get out of balance. Galrin and Wilnock must be balanced within each other. They're spawning. All DPS will switch. Split DPS, please. Don't DPS Ralcor too much.
Let's get them next to each other.
Yeah, these you can put next to each other, but the next two don't. Watch your balance, please. Watch that DPS on Ralcor, because it's 75, he's going to spawn more mobs. Kill the ads first, please. Get those spirits down before we go back to balancing.
They seem to die in one hit.
Again, just watch your balance. %. Malchazor, then Balvric. Watch for auras around the room. Kill Malchazor first. All right, be ready. Malchazor first, please. Watch your DPS, please. No more DPS on Ralcor. Malchazor first. No more DPS on Ralcor. We're going to get more ads at 60.
DI fired him a lot.
At 60%, we'll kill Grendel. He's going to be a little speed bump. Be ready to switch to Grendel, please. Switch. He's coming into the raid. He's here. At 40%, we'll kill Harlos, then Korvac. These are going to have the nasty auras that go around the room. Just watch for those.
They have to be separated, right?
Yeah, they need to be kept away from each other. Not too far, but far enough that they won't melee ramp each other. Again, 40%. Be ready. All right, DPS, you're going to switch. Harlos, then Korvac, please. You guys are doing awesome. %, will kill Krazok. Well, that one's down.
Hey, Martha's up. Everyone should be on Krazok.
Although I think it's okay to keep dots on Ralcor if you'd like.
Shoot, is that curse or is that corruption?
I think this one's a curse, but I can't remember.
Or disease, it's disease.
Got a Radiant Cure incoming for him.
Volkert's charmed.
DPS to Volker.
Don't do that.
No, it's actually you send an RS pet. They kill you fast.
All right, go ahead and burn down Ralcor, and we'll finish this up. Nice job with the swapping targets, folks. Make sure everybody's rezzed. And let's open the chest, please.
Did anybody die?
Maladwin did.
That's pretty nice. Okay, Zing, whenever you're ready. Let's get all rebuffs on Maladwin that he needs, please. I'd like to set up a druid punt station to the east, please. If you are not... Sorry, having issues with Discord. If you are not bidding on anything, we'll move to Hills of Shade. Druids can punt to Loping Plains. You'll have to run it. Again, if you are not bidding, we will start punting to Loping Plains. You can move to Hills of Shade.
Can't we just go out the door right here?
I'm unsure if that exits us to Loping Plains. Can someone test it?
Trying it now. I'm zoning.
Does it put you in?
Plains?
Okay, well then that's easier. Sometimes if you're in an instance, it kicks you out to where we zoned in, which is weird.
There are some orcs here. If you probably move, you're gonna aggro them.
Again, if you are not bidding, you may exit to the south and begin moving to Hills of Shade. Congrats, Sloan. And I think I missed Bytor earlier. Congrats, Bytor.
Thanks, team. That was a big upgrade.
See Fenlyle first at 35.
I know we have hiccups along the way every time we do a new expansion or new zones or new things, but I really appreciate all you guys continuing along with us on this adventure through Norath on all the expansions. It's hard to believe we're just about halfway through all the expansions. Again, I'll keep going as long as we can keep the guild healthy and alive and moving forward. There's a lot of fun stuff coming in some of the expansions. I try to make sure we see just about everything in each expansion, hence Wirlem tonight, etc. Congrats, Finlo.
Thanks, all.
While we're wrapping up loot and making our way to Hills of Shade, schedule update. Again, this weekend, Crystallos stuff. Raleigh's posted that stuff in Discord, so if you need help with Crystallos, we're going to help you. Monday, we'll do the same. If no one needs Crystallos stuff, I have loot grabs that we will go for, anything that we can do to get extra loot for folks. Wednesday is MMM full clear. Friday is our first Crystallos run. The officers are going to discuss our DKP changes in a little officer meeting tonight, to be determined on when that goes into effect. Gratzcon.
Thank you.
Damien, that's cool. We should be able to get at least 4 clears of Crystallos in, and I think once SOD launches, we'll probably have many more clears. Gratsavius. All right, any remaining folks can continue making their way to Hills of Shade.
Where do you want us to go once we get to Hills of Shade?
If you could just hold right at the exit when you exit the tunnel.
Thank you.
There will be a little bit of transit time, so if you could, please be patient while everyone is in transit. Anybody look at the patch notes from test for this week? I didn't see what was in there. Doesn't look like anything too crazy is being added with the patch, so I don't think we'll have issues on Wednesday. Doesn't look like anything that'll affect us. Looks like enchanters get a buff icon change, but that's about it. All right, while we're still in transit, what have you guys thought of the Secrets of Fadewar expansion so far? How would you rank it 1 to 10?
9.
Yeah, it's up there.
I think the expansions actually get better from here on out because they start to learn what works group and raid content wise. They change some of the itemization and some of the flagging and tiering process, but I think they actually kind of hit their groove once we start getting into closer to House of Thule.
That one's fun. I like that one.
I don't know about Underfoot yet. That one's pretty rough.
Yeah, Underfoot's going to be the one that will be a little detour from the norm. I really like Vela Valeris, and I can't wait to show you guys that.
Is it the aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Which is surprising because when it launched and I was at the fanfare for it and they said it was aliens, I was like, oh, please, no, don't put aliens in my fantasy.
Like you've never had aliens in your fantasies.
Moon.
Wait, what kind of aliens?
Okay, we're going to move up as people get here. Let me make sure we have a lot of folks in the zone. Still waiting on a couple, but they'll catch up easily. We're going to hang a left. You want us to go right at the next one, Zenthal?
Yeah. Just follow the road to the north.
We're going to hang a right here, Amarth. I actually really like Seeds of Destruction just for the lore. If you're a big lore fan, that's a great expansion. Continuing to move down the path to the west. Pull any ads to us.
You have some off-night lore raids coming?
Yeah, we could. It's nice because you get to see Kinos before it was Kinos, when it was actually called Ocean Green Hills. You get to go back and...
oh, the Void.
Yep, it's the
Black
Void, yep.
Crow. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one.
Get to experience the Battle of Bloody Kithgor and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's a few people headed a little too far south.
Yep, I'm going to come back here just a bit. There's a big hill I want you to climb to the top of, please. Please pull those ads. We're just going to go and knock out Scorn real quick. You will need your group corruption cure, please. Just looking ahead for folks that are here while we're clearing some trash. Underfoot is the zone, is the expansion that, while I would like to be able to explore all that it has to offer, for a more casual guild like ourselves, it is going to be really difficult to complete that expansion before House of Thule unlocks. So we're going to have to make some judgment calls on how far we're able to get in that expansion.
Just raid 5 nights a week.
Don't give him ideas like that.
I maybe have a bit of trouble with the wife faction if we do that.
Okay, guild banner is now down and placed. Gonna hold here until we finish up some clearing. Check your buffs and get any refreshes that you need. I know I mentioned this a couple of raids ago, but it's possible as we get close to live, which will be a ways down the road, but I think our timetable for completing the expansions is going to elongate. In other words, we won't complete each expansion in the full time. We'll just be able to take our time, because once we get to live, then we're not going to have an expansion for another year or so. Then we may start mixing and matching some of the new stuff with some of the old stuff.
That was the original plan, right? That we would be like always in fresh content.
Yeah, I mean, we've actually been lucky that we've been able to complete stuff in era. I didn't think we'd be able to, but we've been very fortunate to have everybody here with us.
All right, that looks pretty good for clear.
Okay, just a reminder, if you get someone turned into a tree, make sure you cure them. You can use your group cure as well. Yes, watch the wild ramp as well. And Zenthal will assign a tank, I hope, or Malawin. All right, Amarth's going to tank it. Volkert will back up. Make sure we clear those ads as quickly as possible at 70 and 30. Anyone not ready? Okay, Zenthal, whenever you're ready.
All right, starting the fight.
Watch the wild rampage, please. Ads at 70. Be ready. Check to see if your group needs corruption cures. Wards down, please. On the ads. Everybody on ads. Everyone should be on ads. All right, back to Scorn. More ads at 30. Looks like there may be a spell shield on him.
There's a damage shield also.
And melees, just watch yourself. Make sure you back out if you're in rampage. Make sure you're max melee, please. ads at 30. Be ready for ads. They're up. Switch. Everyone switch to ads. Cure the trees if you see trees. Okay, back to Scorn. And let's burn it down.
It's funny that it's still counted as a barbarian.
Okay, sit tight. Refresh any buffs that are needed. And Zing, if you want to go ahead and do loot. While we're finishing loot, I'm going to have us move southeast, please. Southeast. Grats Raleigh.
What are those pedals?
They're for a task here. A series of tasks.
They're not prelootable.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the raid is moving southeast while we are finishing loot. Just going to hold here at the entrance to the little crypt in just a moment. Going to move south. Maybe some ads, be careful. I do enjoy the name of that item.
It has just the right amount of mana on it too.
I see what you did there. Is there anybody that needs the crystal base inside the crypt here for Crystallis progression?
Guess I do.
I think so.
Wait, no, do I? No, I don't. I'm good.
Which
What
what
am I
is
talking
one?
about?
Which is the one in here? What's it called?
Move inside the crypt, please.
It would be called a glowing crystal base.
Just gonna clear through real quick while we're finishing loot. So we still have a few more items. Keep moving. Congrats, SK. Keep moving.
Damn it, Pox, I was bringing those for the paladins to have a gift.
You're too kind. Is loot done?
Loot is done.
Thank you. Just gonna do a quick clear in here real quick, and then we'll hit the instance. We're just gonna make a quick circuit. We're about halfway done anyway.
So quick.
We're heading north, and then west.
East.
Okay, if you need the crystal, it is in this room to the southeast. Make sure you pick it up. I believe only one person needed it. Nefarial, it is on the ground over there to the southeast if you want to pick it up.
And it is pre-lootable.
If somebody else grabbed it, just wait for another one. It'll respawn in about 30 seconds. By the way, I did not check the guild bank over the last couple of days. If there's anything in there anybody needs, please make sure you take stuff out of there. Okay, let's begin clearing our way back to the north while we wait on that last spawn. Zenthal, if you want to head to the NPC.
Yep, I'm ready to grab it.
Okay, let me kick everybody from the old one. Oh, we are kicked. Look at that. All right, let's clear our way out of here to the north. Earth, if you could just let me know when you get that item, please.
I think he said in guild chat he got it.
Oh, perfect. I missed it. Thank you. All right, once you exit the crypt, if you could come over here to the little filthy dirty gnome named Dabble. And the phrase is enter. Enter. Say enter to the gnome. It's not quite open yet. Looks like it's open now. You may come to the east once you are inside. Yeah, we just got a little bit of clearing to get to the room, and then we'll set up for the raid. Looks like Kanala's not with us. Is everything okay there? I just wanted to make sure. Okay, thank you, Martha. Congrats, Mel.
Thank you.
Up just a little bit.
That'd be a cool illusion. A blood skeleton.
You went east or north? Or sorry, south or north?
I went south.
Okay. No, I think Discord's good. We're just in the middle of fighting. You just missed my voice, I know.
Oh, it's nice we still get the Camp Valor faction while we're in here.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Just a reminder, in a moment we'll be to a very large room that we don't want to start the fight yet, so just make sure you're not getting too far ahead.
Yeah, we'll probably want to clear a little bit more trash than we cleared last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we get ads or something from a rumor?
Yeah, we forgot to clear north.
Well,
yeah, when the mobs spawn, they spawn to the north and were coming at us from there, so they pulled a bunch of stuff with them.
Okay.
You can move up a little bit. When we get into Crystallos, there are 10 fights in that zone. So it may be a long clear, but if we get the fights down pretty quick, we should be able to do it all in one night. We're moving up. If you could move to Kit and hold here, please. Train, do you want to pull north?
I already pulled north.
What about west, just in case?
I can grab a couple that are over there.
Sure. Xavius, I believe this is the first time we've ever done this with only one enchanter here. We're going to do full rebuffs if we could, please, once these are dead. All right, let's get full rebuffs going, please. Check your buffs. Make sure you have what you need. I believe the bards can also assist with some of the mezzing. So Song and Terziz, I may need you guys to help out. Xavius, I'll put you north. Maybe I'll have you take north as well as this room. And maybe we'll have Song take south.
Okay.
All right, this fight's kind of in two parts. The first part is like the fake version, and then there's a real version. Just get those buffs on everybody, and let's finish that off. All right, so to start, we're going to get the 2 ghouls as well as a bunch of minions. Just kill the minions quickly when they become targetable. They may not be targetable to start. Once we kill those pretty fast, we've got good DPS, so they should be fast. Then we'll get the mobs that split. The leech spirits, I believe they're called. No, I'm sorry, those are the severed shadows. Always kill the children first. When Bimbo becomes active, we'll have Bimbo and a couple of leech spirits. We'll kill the trash pretty quick. The Bimbo is a fake Bimbo, so we'll have to kill him before we get the real one. Make sure you have a group corruption cure loaded just in case. I don't think we really needed it too much, but it might be good to have loaded. Thank you, Malawin. Malawin just mentioned that there's going to be a warp summon. So just watch for that. When we do get the crystals to spawn, which will be, I believe, when the real one becomes active, make sure we kill the crystals first. There will be some crystals upstairs, some crystals downstairs. We'll just split the DPS. Crystals will take priority. When they're up, we'll call it. Can you just post the tank order again, please? And is there anyone that is not ready? We should be pretty quick on this fight. Okay, we're going to spawn it. Last time we had the minions come up here, so if I could have a couple of tanks ready to pull from the ramp, please. And let me have a couple of tanks come down here. All right, the event has started. All right, pick those up. They're in the hallway. Some of them are untargetable at the moment. Kill the ghoul lords.
Flashpoint needs a res.
Flashpoint needs res.
Let's get your Z's up as well. Looks like the minions are targetable now. Pick them up, DPS them down. If you want to beam, it's a good time to beam. All right, finish those off. We'll get the 2 shades here shortly. Shadows. Remember, they split. When they split, kill the children first.
Kill the children!
I can't remember where the shadows spawn. They might spawn upstairs as well.
I believe so.
There is a time delay between when the severed shadows spawn. I believe it's 2 minutes after we engaged.
We're about to hit 3 minutes.
There they are. Pick them up. I think they're coming in from the hall.
You may want to replant the banner also.
Done. Get them both debuffed. When one splits, kill the children first. When we get to Bimbo, I'll call for when we could do wards. When the children spawn, kill the children, please. The shadelings must die first. Bimbo should become active shortly. I'll need tanks ready to pick those up, along with the 2 soul leeches. So I'll need 3 tanks. The severed shadow splits will die first. I need another tank or 2 ready to pick up the soul leech spirits in addition to Bimbo. Perfect. Kill those shadelings first, but be ready for Bimbo.
Be ready for heals on Volkert. Make sure you're in range of where he's going to be. The mob is perma-rooted in there. Looks like 30 seconds.
Wards down, you can put them at various locations. Remember, this is the fake Bimbo. If you're a caster, make sure you're out of range. Stay in the hallway. There's a AE that's going to go off. Also, max melee range. Bring those soul leeches to the hallway if we could. Kill the soul leeches first. Soul leeches are what you get if you're with your 3 best friends going to see a dead body and you go through the water.
Stand by me. It's a great movie.
His soul they were sucking on.
Yeah, they weren't soul leeches, I don't think.
What that one was?
Just remember, never bury your money underneath the fort.
So should we also get debuffs on Bimbo, please? If it's possible, if a cleric can get Mark on Bimba, that would help.
Can you pull him away from that lamp or the torch?
No, he's perma-rooted. Yeah, if you have to come in to fight him, that's fine. Just stay as far away from him as possible because he does have an AE. Stay against the walls if you have to. It may help you avoid. I believe the AE range is 75, so it may not. Okay, this is the fake Bimbo. When the new one forms, we'll kill the crystals first. I'll need some folks to go upstairs and kill crystals. Some of you will stay down here and kill crystals.
I'd say group 6 should leave the room right away and start killing the other crystals.
That'll be Train's group. Train's group, you'll go and kill crystals in just a moment when this fake Bimbo goes away. Xavius, you're not mezzing yet, are you?
Oh yeah, I'm mezzing everything.
Okay, perfect. Keep doing that. Keep that up. There may be a few ads up top. Just be ready for that.
Alright, kill the crystals. Volker, if you get summoned, let us know which direction you get summoned to.
By the way, if you're up top, crystals north and south as well, down the hallways in the rooms. Make sure you're not using reins near the coffins, or you'll break mezzes. Aragorn, give me an MGB, please.
Volkert is next to us to the north now.
The north.
All right, Bimbo switch to the north. Everybody can come up to the north. Did we get the southern crystal killed?
Yes.
Thank you. Again, try to watch your reins if possible so that Xavius can keep those mezzed. Dora, give us an MGB, please. Minx, give us an MGB. Watch if you're getting that melee DS. Don't let yourself get killed due to melee. Khaleesi, can you give me an MGB, please?
Is the fight still going?
No, we killed it.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
I looked away for a second and it was dead.
It's been dead for like 30 seconds, so I was
I was
confused.
like, oh, there must be a mean, nasty dot on everyone still.
All right, but good job. Looks like everyone's res. Go ahead and hit that chest, please. All right, excellent job, everyone. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish up loot here. And then I'm actually going to call it an early night. But, there's always a but. If I let you go early tonight, just keep in mind we've got some long raids ahead of us Wednesday and Friday. So Wednesday will be a full MMM clear. We'll try to do that as quickly as possible. And then Friday will be our first Crystallis clear. If you are not bidding, as long as Kudu tells me that the raid dump has been done.
Raid attendant has been done.
Perfect, thank you. Then you may leave if you are not bidding on anything. I thank you. Again, I'm letting you go early because I know we've got a long week ahead of us. Officers, I'd like to chat after raid is done. Don't forget, if you need Crystallo's help, Raleigh will be around all weekend. He's got stuff posted in Discord. Monday will help, and all throughout next week I'll be available to help anybody that needs it. We'll finish up loot. Officers will chat after. Nefariel, it's nice to have you with us. Thank you again for coming along. Happy that you're able to play with us. We'd like to get you in raid more. These are nice items. Gratsavius. Please don't take your translocate if you are bidding on anything.
Kind of let me have my surname.
Nope. I think I kicked myself from the raid because I'm not raid leader. It's okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll toss leader back to you.
Zing, that's 10 bucks, right?
What? Minx bid 20.
Oh, I was out of the raid. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. My bad. I was out of the raid at the time, so it didn't appear.
Really losing a kit. You need to just straighten up tonight.
See Tur's first at 10.
Congrats, Trizzies. Thank you again for a good raid night. Congrats, Synthel. When that last piece of loot is done, officers, I'll meet you in officer chat. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Congratulations.